Hello, 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 hello. I haven't done a haul video in a while. This is a combination of Michael's, a dollar store, and Five Below, and just the tiniest amount of Home Depot. The bits that are from Home Depot are the bits that I'm holding currently, and like one other small bag. So a lot of this is for the costumes for the convention that is at the end of this month. And by that I mean a lot of these are for Val because he has been a pain in my ass. So, I got this. These are obviously two separate pieces. This long piece is going to be cut in half because the goal is going to be that after it's been cut in half, actually I might even go with slightly less than half if we're being completely honest. I might only need like yay amount for each, so it might end up being like into 3. But the idea is going to be that these long poles can slot right on into these with very little hassle. I have 2 of them, obviously. And that will allow me to put my wingies up. So this is going to be a little structure on my back that I'm going to hide cleverly with the fluff that he has. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna need all the support that I can get. If y'all wanna leave like encouraging comments in the bottom. Also, if you hear noise, it's because this little room gets weirdly hot for no good reason. So, oh look, you can see the other two, well, I guess not the other two, 2 others of the costumes there. So here's going to be a fun game. Anyone who recognizes the thing can also leave a comment as to what those 2 are probably going for. I think they need another coat, but also they kind of look pretty good right now. Because I kind of like them looking not completely new. So, I don't know. I know there's easier ways to do that than like painting the logo on or whatever, but quite frankly, I don't care. This is the way in which I know how to do it. Because I have yet to figure out how the Cricut works. And also because iron-on vinyl be expensive. And also finding the exact right color, mostly for this pink, honestly, was not a thing. I ended up mixing like 3 different colors for just that pink. Anyway, back to the video. Those can go back there, because that's where they're going anyway. That is the pile of mostly things that I need for Val, in case you're wondering. Val is a pain in my butt. Which means that I need... Nope. Anyway, don't say the naughty joke, Tori. There may be children. Who knows? I don't. I certainly don't. While we're on the topic of things that are for Val, though, I got these because I thought they would go neat in his neck floofs. I already have his hat done, mostly because his hat is kind of just a generic pimp hat. So doing that wasn't difficult. His cane is being worked on currently. Yeah. I don't know why I'm insisting on putting garbage over there when I could just put it over there. But I thought these would make sense to kind of put in his fluff with the fluff. Because I feel like he's the kind of person that would do that. And they were cheap. So, like, why would I not? They also make a fun noise. ASMR for you, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. These, for floof purposes. So I'm mostly going to be using, you can kind of see it, that fur for the floof. But I wanted to have some longer things too for it That way I could better use it to hide the PVC. And also because this will be easier to, like, shape behind me into the vague heart that he has. So I have these. Maybe we should stick to the topic of the floof. These are not newly bought, but these are leftover ostrich feathers from another project. So these are also going to be used, again, mostly for making the heart in the back, honestly. Because he has that very clear heart shape in the back. And some more extra different floofs. Because they only had one of the ones that are like that. So these ones are basically the same, but shorter and have annoying green bits that I will have to cut out. Lol. They're called Deluxe Bush. That's funny, given who I'm using them for. Yeah. Anyway. Next means next. You need to go away. These are for a plush that I have been meaning to do for a while. Anyone who is vaguely aware of any of my characters and I mean, technically it's my boyfriend's character, but I've drawn him enough, should know who this is for, and if not, it will be a fun surprise. Because I'm probably gonna, I might film it, I don't know. If not, you'll end up seeing it randomly appear in the background and me hugging it probably, because that's just how I be. So much foam! These are for Val's arms. I have four, and then this one is for going around the edge of the net that I need to make for the edge of the net that I need to, because I have the net, you can see it back there, there. Yeah. So that is for Flick, and Flick, if you know him, has studs around the edge of his net. So I bought this so that I have a thing to screw the studs into to go around the net. Because instead of doing lots of big ones, I'm going to do instead of doing, it's not really I think it's like 5 or 6 big ones. Instead of doing that, I'm going to do lots of little ones. And just have it go all the way around the net. Since my net is also bigger around, I think, than his is. Especially if we're, like, comparing it generally to, like, the size of his head. So one of the black pieces is for that. And this white piece is for forming the heart hump for Val. So that I can fluff it, because obviously, like I said, I'm going to be using mostly that white fur. And rather than try to get ridiculously long white fur and then try to shape it and fail miserably, I'm just going to make the shape out of foam and then put the white fur over it, because that makes more sense. Put them back. Put them back. Ah, it tickled my nose. Eh. There's nothing else left in this bag, is there? There is. Options for charms at the end of Flick's net. And obviously, given how I do be, I will just wear the other charms. That's just how I am. So hey, if you know Flick, let me know which one of these. There's also another one that's more colorful, but I feel like the more colorful one probably is less like Flick because of the whole punky thing. let's just do the other one that is from Michaels. There it is. So this is the other one that I found. But I feel like the steampunky ones work better. So this one I'm probably just going to keep as a charm. I'll end up probably putting it on a vote in some of my Animal Crossing groups too, just to see, hey, which one should I... Because it's going to be like a charm at the end of the net. Kind of like how like the Keyblade has a charm hanging off of it. I thought it would be cool to have a charm hanging off of the net. Why not? I needed more of these. Because during the move, I threw most of mine away because they're really, really cheap. And because all of mine were old and starting to defer. So, I feel like that's a reasonable reason. Gold chain. This is obviously going to be for holding on whichever one of those charms I use for the net. I'm probably going to just weather it by dipping it in like some nail polish remover. Alternatively, I might just spray some black paint onto it, honestly. It's cheap. I'm not concerned about messing it up. Gold cord. This is for that pink shirt's costume, because the character has some gold cord details through her headpiece. So I got that as an option. I also got these as some options. But honestly, I think this one is the better option, because it's a nice thick and obviously gold cord. Yeah. Boxes and tennies. That's it. I don't feel like I need to explain that further. Boxes and tennies. That was also the other reason why we got this. Boxes and tennies. Like, I needed more of it, but also boxes and tennies. Yeah, I'm just going to keep those out so that I can do the pull thingy. The last thing that we got was this ridiculously big tub of Model Magic. For some reason or other, they had no foam clay at the Michaels. I don't know why. Foam clay is not... It's not like foam clay is like a weirdly... Like, it's a little bit specific, but it's not so... But when I say it's a little bit specific, it's like I would not expect a Walmart or a Target to have it. I would expect a craft store to have foam clay. Honestly, it's not so hyper specific that instead I got the Model Magic because that's like a close-ish second. And since everything that I'm going to be making is going to be painted over anyways, what I'm going to do is because Model Magic is known to dry cracky, I'm just going to use puffy paint to fill in the cracks and then just paint it, because puffy paint is also cheap. Like, I've got a whole white tube of it still from a previous thing. So that's actually got like 3 uses. One of them has already been recorded. The other 2 go with those, which I feel like is just giving you more hints as to what those are. Anywho, next thing, we may as well go through the last little bit of stuff from Nerds. CJ glasses. I don't feel like I need to explain that further. Just look up CJ from Animal Crossing and you'll get it. Wire to hold up the foam clay. Honestly, that's really... It's again, weirdly, Michaels did not have any armature wire, so I just bought some galvanized steel wire from Home Depot. Because I don't know why Michaels is like, what if we didn't have all of these really basic things that we should have? The only wire that they had there was jewelry wire. They didn't even have floral wire. What? What? And then 2 little hooks. These are for screwing into our porch, the top of our porch, so we can have bird things, because we both like birds. And because I already have bird feeders, we just need to, like, get them here. Which isn't that difficult, because it's not like we moved a massively far distance away. We just moved far enough. And anyway. So that's what these is for. Honestly, I'm probably not even going to put those back in a bag. I'm just going to put those over here. Maybe not. I'm just going to put those over here. That was louder than it should have been. Anywho, this also can stay out because I don't have to do anything to that. Why would I put it back in the pile of things that we crafted? That would be dumb. That would be really dumb. Alright. Laced is the Five Below, because, well, that's how this works. That's how time works. So we'll just go with this first. It's cuticle oil, because quite frankly, I find that the Dollar Store / I guess Five Below in this case, cuticle oil works just fine for me, and some of the more expensive ones tend to dry out my skin, which I feel like is the opposite of what it's supposed to do. I don't understand how that works, and I'm not going to try to. I'm not gonna try to figure out how that works. Various face masks, because I tend to prefer sheet masks over the gooey ones. But the problem is that I'm at the point in which all I have are the ones that are like the goo. And while I don't hate the goo, the problem is I feel like the goo ones work better if you're, like, taking a bath with it. And that way you have easier access to clean off your face. Also, I found a Hello Kitty one, and I wasn't going to not get it. Previously, I found some Hello Kitty, like, specifically eye masks at, like, a Meijer's, and that was I really liked those. They were really cute. And also, I just really like Sanrio things. Fight me, I guess. I don't know what to tell you if you have a problem with Sanrio. How do you have a problem with things that are cute and adorable? Speaking of things that are cute and adorable, here's a frog holding a mushroom on a lily pad. He's going in my frog horde, and I love him, and I'm naming him George. Your name is George, and you could join the pile of frogs that I have literally right over there. And I love you, and I'm keeping you, and no, you're adorable, and no, there's no more. I don't need to say more. You were cute, and you get to join the frog pile. Yeah. Speaking of things that are Sanrio and cute, it's a Guten-Tama. It's a Guten-Tama. What? I can't not. It's a Guten-Tama. Also, I am in a near constant state of needing, like, well, not needing, I guess, but, like, I love little trinket dishes because I have a lot of little trinkets. I mean, it would be really hard to guess that I like trinkets based on my room, wouldn't it? But that's what I call a fib. Anyway, so because I have a lot of trinkets and I like trinkets, having little places to put trinkets is important, and it's even better if I can get them cute. So I bought the tiny trinket dish because it's cute. I'm probably going to make it more detailed than they show you to do on the thing, because that's just how I be. Because I'm probably going to, like, actually add at least an amount of shading-ish. Whereas on this, they're like, no, we didn't shade much. It's just vaguely yellowy. So I'm probably going to, like, add more, because that's what I do. But you can look forward to this being on the channel at some point in the near-ish future. I say ish because who knows when that will happen. I just know that it will happen. Gummy bear lip mask. Mostly gotten because I have a gummy bear lip scrub that I couldn't find a mask to go with. So now I have a gummy bear lip mask to go with the lip scrub. Which means now I need to find a cotton candy lip scrub because I have a cotton candy lip mask. The problem is that the set that I got was a gummy bear lip scrub and a cotton candy lip mask. And I'm like, what? But why would you not give me the same? Why? So I saw the gummy bear lip mask and I'm like, well, I'm getting that because that will match the scrub. But now I have a mask that doesn't have a matching scrub. I don't know. These are completely ridiculous problems that are not actually problems, but I've chosen to make them problems. Tiny travel jewelry organizer thing. Because I like taking shiny things with me when I go places. I feel like I don't need to explain that further. Honestly, I'm kind of curious as to, like, how detailed it is inside. Maybe. Oh no, Drifblim fell down. I forgot to tack him on. Oh well. You can go over there then. I do a sneak. Honestly, I got this mostly because of the convention coming up at the end of this month. And, like, this will make taking all of the things I need to easier. Because I previously didn't have one. Oh, hey. So it does actually have a good amount of detail inside. And it looks like... Ooh! You've even got, like, a little tiny holders up here and here. Alright, that is a good find. I'm glad I got that. Of course, the problem that I have now is that just Val's rings is going to fill most of this. Being honest. And he's a pimp. He wears way too many rings. I feel like it would be weird if I didn't include a ridiculous amount of rings with him. I found cookies and cream lip gloss. I love cookies and cream. So I wasn't going to not get that. Don't know why my brain is very insistent that I open these things now on camera, but I mean, I guess that's not really opening so much as it is taking the label off, but still. It smells vaguely of vanilla, which is about what most things that are cookies and cream smell like, so I guess that's about what I expected. Oh. I also found this neat clear mascara. I had never seen clear mascara. And quite frankly, usually when I'm doing stuff with my eyelashes, it's not because I'm trying to get them to be darker so much as it is because they have decided to be problematically clumpy. And anytime I've gotten those, like, comb things, it seems like they never work. Hence me getting a clear mascara. Because it seems like I need some kind of glue on them in order for them to actually unclump my lashes. But every time I use the black mascara, it looks kind of ridiculous. And I think it's because my natural, like, face is, my face hair, my like eyebrows, and my eyelashes, by comparison, stayed mostly blonde in spite of my hair getting darker. So at least to me, black mascara always looks ridiculous on me. So I tend to not use mascara. So I'm hoping the crystal clear stuff will fix my clumpy lash problem without making my brain think I look like a ridiculous little clown person. It's a bath bomb. Again, I don't feel like I have to explain why I would buy a bath bomb. I bought a bath bomb because I like baths. I don't. That. He sadly is not squeaky. But also, they did a silly and they didn't paint his bottom beak. Wooed of them. I kind of have like I'm not going to say an army, but I do like rubber duckies, and I kind of have just been lining my shower with them. Slowly. I've only got like, when I say that, I mean like I've only got like 5 or 6, right? I've only got like 5 or 6. But like, lining the thing with them is like kind of the goal for eventually is to just have a line of them around my around my shower. Lastly, I got a bunch of these really cute, they're like 3.4 ounces travel containers for liquids, for like soaps and stuff. This one is slightly larger. This one, actually, this one is technically very slightly smaller. Yeah, because this one is technically, this one is 88 mil instead of 100 mil. So this one is a little bit smaller. But yeah. I needed... So the ones that I had are old, and they were boring, and these were like $1 each. So I'm like, okay, yeah, why would I not get... These are super cute. Not only are they super cute, it's going to make it really easy for me to remember what has which thing in it, because they're all different shapes. I think this one is supposed to be a cloud, but because it's going this way, it looks like a cotton candy. I don't know. So yeah. That is all of the things. Stay tuned, because there will be a bunch of cosplay stuff well, I guess not in the within like probably next month-ish probably. Yeah, either this month or next month, depending on when I get everything done. Because at the end of this month is the convention, which is when I need all of the costumes done, obviously. The problem is going to be is if I'm going to be able to get the costumes done and also get the things edited and put out. That's really the question, honestly. So, until we get all of that figured out, and by we I mean me, obviously I still have the content coming out at least once a week. The goal is for something to come out at least once a week. I've kind of not been counting the poetry readings as part of that once a week because they're so short. So I've been trying to get, like, I guess one, quote, full-length, unquote, video thing done at least once a week. As for updates, for Swain's Fancy, if you've been following along with that series, I apologize for that. That's going to take a while because I only had those first ones completely finished and ready to be put out. I think there's 2 or 3 more that I still need to do the art for before I can get those out. And that obviously takes a little bit more time, and obviously I'm focused more on the costume stuff right now. So I don't know when those will be out. For those looking for more Homestuck, I can honestly probably just get that out pretty quickly because that doesn't require me to do any extra work per se. The main reason that I've not been getting that out more is that I've had you can hear it a little bit, because my sinuses have been all screwy. I've been stuck sleeping with my mouth open, which means that my throat has been getting a little bit raggedy, which means that me reading things, not a good idea. So with the Swain's Fancy, I have everything read. It's a matter of me just getting the artwork done for it. With Homestuck, I literally only have to read it, which is why that can get done quicker. The problem is that I can't really do a lot of reading with my throat being rude. I'm going to probably try to start making the Homestuck episodes closer to an hour long. But obviously I can only read for so long before my voice starts giving out. So there's that. I also have, I think, 3 more books that I have finished reading that I just need to do the artwork for. So one of them is all about cryptids. That's going to be fun. That one's going to be, I think, the most fun to get the artwork done for. The one is a little fairy tale type thing, so that is a one and done kind of thing. And that one has kind of ridiculous artwork that I'm kind of looking forward to trying to make my version of, I guess. And the one I have concept sketches done for, because so how I do this is after I'm done reading each section that I'm going to read, I then do the concept sketch for it, and that way all I have to do is throw it in the computer and make it digital and whatever. The Scrupulous Pib is the fairy tale thingy that I did. That one I didn't do a concept sketch for because I'm thinking I'm just going to do that one traditionally. That one I think I'm just going to do as like a watercolor because that way it matches the fantasy thing a little bit better. But anywho, that is really all that I have. Yeah. In terms of more updates, I guess the other thing is I've started messing around a little bit with music, which means that basically from here on out, any music that you hear from me doing fast forwarding things is going to be stuff that I've futzed around and made. I think I've already kind of started implementing that, but the thing is, like I stated in my previous update video, a lot of the videos that have been going up were already pre-made from before, and I honestly need to start doing that again because we have a trip in July, which means that I need to get videos made to span that trip as well. So that's going to be fun. Shouldn't be too difficult to get that stuff done because honestly the cosplay stuff doesn't have to go up immediately when the convention stuff goes up. I can just kind of hint at it coming out. I do have another needle felting thing, and I also have a couple more things that I have done that I literally just need to actually sit down and edit, honestly. So shouldn't be too difficult for me to make sure I have stuff to go up while I'm gone in July, but we'll see. I already have all the way through this month and part of next month, but I don't remember how far I have for next month, so we'll see. Anywho, that's all, I think. I don't really have any other updates that I need to give. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone who's waiting for the Disney vlog, the main reason that I haven't gotten that done yet is because that is going to take me sitting down and doing like an entire day's worth of editing, if not more. I might do the Tennessee vlog first because honestly that one needs to get done first because that one is the older one. I have, like I said, I have a lot of things that I have finished that I literally just need to sit down and edit. And I have no desire to sit down and edit. That's why I like making the videos like this, where I don't do that. Anywho, toodaloo.